Hello ladies and lords of the internet, occasionally Scottish here, and I'd like to welcome you to a Game of Thrones Season 6 Episode 7 The Broken Man review. Now of course there is going to be spoilers throughout the video, so if you don't want it spoiled for you, please turn it off now. Right, where to start? Jesus Christ, that was a fucking cracker of an episode. Like, so the pre-credit scene at the with the Hound and Ian McShane in the village, I was not expecting at all for the Hound to be revealed at the start of the episode. Like, I just saw the man with a limp and was like, that is definitely the Hound. But they're not going to tell us until like the last minute because it's TV and that's what they do. But then they did, and I've never been so fucking happy to see someone on TV in my entire life. Like, fuck the king, the Hound is just fucking brilliant. Now, in this episode, the scenes, they jumped around quite a lot. They spent a lot of time with the Starks, with Jon and Sansa, a little bit of time at King's Landing, and a lot of time with the Hound, and at Riverrun with the Blackfish and Jaime. So I'm just going to focus on each of those plot lines individually rather than doing it in chronological order like the episode did. So, start with the Hound, obviously. Now, the Hound being alive has confirmed the theory that book readers like myself have had for a very long time. And Ian McShane's character, I thought Ian McShane played him brilliantly. I thought he was a great actor in this episode, and it was, I know he said some things like, oh, it's just a TV show, you know, and he annoyed some fans by kind of spoiling the Hound's return, but I thought his acting was absolutely fantastic. And his conversations with the Hound, they were very intense, and they really gave a lot of background to him and how he's a warrior who has now become accepting because he's kind of become disenchanted. But anywho, so the Hound is being reconciled by Ian McShane's character, who's called Brother Ray. I mean, I know the show simplifies things. In the books he's called Elder Brother, but they just called him Brother Ray. Like, what kind of fucking name's that? That made me laugh, but anyway. So yes, Ian McShane and the Hound is trying to reconcile him. He's having these conversations, and then the Brotherhood without banners turn up. And you can tell immediately that the Hound is worried because he's like, who are these intruders? And he's obviously naturally wary of anyone, and that is because that's how he survived for so long, because he's such a great warrior and survivalist. But as soon as they say, may the Lord of Light be with you, the night is dark and full of terrors, he knows they are from the Brotherhood without banners. And that means that Thoros of Myr will be coming in the next few episodes, and the Brotherhood without banners are back. So that's great. They were mentioned last episode as well, actually. And with all these characters around the Riverlands and around Riverrun, we've got the Hound, we've got the Brotherhood without banners, we've got Jaime, we've got Bronn, the Blackfish, Edmure and Brienne and Pod heading to the Riverlands. Just makes you wonder whether a little book character called Lady Stoneheart may make a reappearance. So I've got my fingers crossed for that, and I'm sure many of you have as well. So the Hound's out chopping wood, and then along come, he hears some noises and he's like, oh shit. He goes back to his little tower, and his entire group are dead. And Brother Ray, Ian McShane, is hung from the rafters of that unfinished tower. And that was sad. But when the Hound picked up that axe, oh my fucking god. That was absolutely brilliant. It was the best moment, one of the best moments of the whole series, when he just picked that up. And you just thought, he is going to fuck shit up in the next few episodes. It's just brilliant to have him back, really. And so, on to the one and only Jon Snow. Jon Snow! And Sansa and Davos. So they start in Bear Island, which is the seat of House Mormont. And you meet Lady Lyanna Mormont, who, that actress was fantastic. I mean, she must have been, what, 12, 13? And she was just brilliant. And Davos persuades her to give him 62 men. 62 men, that is exceptional. I mean, you could really fuck all with 62 men, but every little helps, as Tesco say. And then you see them go into the Glovers. Now the Glovers, Lord Glover was played by, I can't remember the actor's name, but he's in Blackadder, and he's Captain Darling in Percy. He's fucking brilliant. And again, I just thought the guest actors this episode, the acting was absolutely fucking exceptional. And so the Glovers said, no, we're not going to help you, John. And then Tormund and the Wildlings on 1-1, they were like, John, mate, we fucking need to help you. You saved our lives. We'll support you, mate. And then it ends where Stan is camped out before his failed assault on Winterfell. There's still no Melisandre. And I'm wondering, I'm assuming that she's going to be present in the battle between Jon and Ramsay. But she's not really been in it this episode, so I'm kind of expecting her to die or do something big again. So yeah, that pretty much, that's all that happened with Jon. Now, in King's Landing, with Marjorie, her talk with the High Sparrow, I do not believe a word she says. She is talking out of her arse. Everything she's saying is complete bollocks. But the Sparrow, you see, it confuses me because he strikes me as a very intelligent man, but he's just accepting this spiel, this religious spiel that Marjorie's coming out with, but she's just playing a game, and she just wanted to get out of there, and she will be thinking about ways to pay him back for all the mistreatment. And the Queen of Thorns, oh, she's so funny. I mean, when she was talking to Septa Unella, and she's just like, I can bash your head in, you know. I was like, fucking yes, Queen of Thorns. So her talk with Marjorie was quite nice. It was nice to see the two of them reunited. And when Marjorie let the Queen of Thorns know that she needed to get out and that she herself was just playing a game, I thought that was a powerful moment. But I hope that we see the Queen of Thorns again this season, because she hinted that she was going to go back to Highgarden to escape being locked in a cell by the High Sparrow. Now Cersei, she's going to do something insane in this series, I feel. She seems to just be unhinged, and she's losing the plot. I mean, when she was speaking to Lady Tyrell, Queen of Thorns, he was saying we need to work together. Like, I love my son, you love your daughter, but there's just something about the way she's acted by Lena Headey, and she just does not seem right. So I'm expecting her to do something batshit crazy actions later in the series. Riverrun, I guess, is the fourth major plot in this episode. And we see Bronn. I love Bronn. Bronn is one of my favourite characters, and it's just so funny, basically. But they have literally, the producers, they've just thought, everybody loves Bronn, we'll throw him into any plot line we can think of, like Dawn last year, and now he's in Riverrun with Jaime this year, and that was nice. It was also nice to see the Blackfish return. For those of you who can't remember, the Blackfish is Brynden Tully, and he is Catelyn Stark's uncle and Edmure's uncle, and he took Riverrun back for the Freys and is now holding it. And it was just funny. Again, I don't know why I keep finding this episode funny, but it was. Like, Brynden just stood at the wall as Jaime threatened his nephew, and he could not give a fuck. I mean, the look on his face is just constant scowl. It's just brilliantly portrayed. But I do feel like Jaime will take that castle back, because if my memory serves me correctly, it does happen in the books. So yeah, I'll be interested to see how this plays out on the show. And last but not least, Arya Stark. Actually, she's not last but not least. I forgot about the Ironborn. Theon and Yara in Volantis. I don't know how they got to Volantis so quickly, considering it should take, it should take at least a few months to get there, but we all know Game of Thrones characters can time travel. I mean, Littlefinger just gives them the stuff they need, you know. But again, it was hilarious that they were in a whorehouse and Theon was seeing all these beautiful naked women around him. He was like, I have no penis. This is fucking dreadful. And they're going to Meereen to meet up with Daenerys. So that's interesting. And also Euron wants to meet up with Daenerys, so interesting to see how that plays out. And now, last but not least, Arya Stark. Now, I knew immediately as that old woman came out that was the waif, because it just makes sense. I'm sure a lot of you did. But she's just secured passage home to Westeros, paying for a cabin on a ship, and then she gets stabbed and jumps into the river, into one of the canals, sorry. Now, don't worry, any TV watchers, because she will be completely fine. The next episode is called No One, so I'm assuming she meets the waif yet again, and then she will kill the waif, because there's no way that Arya Stark is going to die. Okay, that entire Bravo storyline is not for nothing. She is safe, so do not worry. However, Rickon Stark, who we've not seen for a few episodes, I have a feeling he may not be as safe for the next few episodes. So overall, I'd give that a 9.5 out of 10 for that episode, because although it was still a little bit of filler, you got a lot of returning characters, a lot of returning ideas and places, and overall the acting and scenery shots were fucking spectacular. So thank you for watching, and if you like this or have any criticisms, constructive or not, please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Occasionally Scottish out.